First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack.
Gets through, and now an opening. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's brought down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Tapped forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second down and goal. Allen. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Touchdown, Bills. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Zaven Collins, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Singletary here running out of the gun. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Allen's throw is complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. On the option to give to Swift here. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Allen going to throw. The quick slant caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On play action, Allen. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Broken tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw left side, completes Isabella. And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Allen off the play fake. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And taken right on the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Runs through the contact, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there, but you're exactly right. The game's kind of evolving in that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is rapidly becoming an extra running back as well.
Eluding the pressure right. First down and more for Allen.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And fights through one man. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To the air, Allen.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Allen now on first down.
And that's into the hands of Stevenson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
And that'll be complete to Stevenson.
And some room to roam now. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's Swift.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 4-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From his goal line here, Fields.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. Turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give them anything that's going to hurt their team.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some.
He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 38. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
To try again after the sack. Fields. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Draw play, Fields gives to Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They snap it to Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Robinson here.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3rd and 2, Fields. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together.